Evolution is the process of progressive changes in organisms from early life. Darwin's finches were on the Galapagos Islands. Different finches were on different islands of the Galapagos, and each island are varied in things to eat. They varied in beak size because each finch on the different islands ate different things, like seeds, fruits, leaves, grubs, and insects. Darwin's finches are an example of adaptive radiation. Adaptive radiation is when a species starts from one organism and then it evolves because they need to adapt to different environments. The small tree finch lives in humid, evergreen forests located high up in trees and eats insects. It has evolved into the warbler finch, which lives only in the Sclerotia zone, a lush, humid, evergreen forest dominated by the daisy tree. The warbler finch has a very small and thin beak, making it easy to get into small holes in bark and moss for spiders and insects. The Dictylike rosé was found with its snout sticking out of a cliff in the Canadian Arctic. The dictylike is the intermediate step between fish and land animals that crawled onto land 375 million years ago. Dictylike is a combination of the limbs, skull, neck, and ribs of four-limbed animals and the more primitive jaw, fins, and scale of fish. Their feet allow them to walk on land in the bottom of the water. If a predator came, they would be able to run onto the land and save themselves from being eaten or harmed. Their feet gave them an advantage in protecting themselves from predators. This shows evolution because it is the step between fish and the first land-living species. Human skeletons are another way to prove evolution exists. They are now in an upright posture position when before they were hunched over. Also, our arms have shortened in length, that way they don't drag on the ground and can be used for other things now. The 4-million-year-old Australopithecus anamensis had leg bones that suggest that early hominids were increasingly bipedal, and about 3.5 million years ago, several upright walking hominids left footprints in damp volcanic ash in what is now Tanzania and East Africa. Another clue is how the skull is placed on the spinal cord. Earlier, it was placed underneath the skull, that way the skull was held directly over the body. Also, the hands are very similar with each other. The bone structures are similar, and the joints are all relatively in the same place. Viruses are continuously changing. That is why we have to have flu shot every year, because the virus is evolving and the vaccine isn't effective anymore. Penicillin is almost ineffective because the viruses are evolving so fast that scientists can't keep up with the new vaccines. The germs are shaped by natural selection to live and produce successfully. Random mutation caused by natural selection makes HIV, the virus that causes AIDS, to rapidly neutralize the effectiveness of drugs designed to fight the disease. As the AIDS cells reproduce, they make mistakes, causing slight changes, and those slight changes make the vaccine ineffective.